Hey Tejal, look at them. What are those seniors doing?
I guess they're performing practical of forensic science, maybe searching of physical evidences.
I think you are right. This is one of the important practicals properly searching for evidences. Can provide number of potential evidences and make the investigation easier.
By this practical, I just remembered that we have a class test tomorrow, which is on searching of physical evidences and methods of searching.
Oh, yes. So let's go. So to start with, we know the one of the major activities by investigation officer at crime scene is to make a thorough search for potential evidences that have some probative value in the crime scene
Yes.
at a hand.
The crime scene, in a larger sense, includes more than the direct location where the crime has been taken place. It may include other physical locations where the clue material can be generated, such as place where person has been killed, the dead body dumped, and the vehicle which was used for transportation of the body. All this contain evidence which are potential to solve the case.
Do you remember the Locard's principle of exchange? The prime work of forensic expert is based on this only.
Yes, of course, I remember. It states that whenever two or more objects come into contact with one another, there is always a transfer of material across the contact boundaries. And also, Paul Crick added that no criminal can perpetrate a crime without leaving evidence behind or taking evidence away from the victim and the crime scene.
Absolutely. When the techniques used for searching vary from one crime scene to another, such as indoor and outdoor. If the crime scene is an indoor, then always consider the doer as a starting point. Subsequently, more in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction around the center point. If the crime scene is an outdoor scene with large open area, then searching technique vary. There are different types of methods that can be adopted, like strip method, spiral method, zonal method, wheel or radial method, and grid method.
Strip method. Is it that method where the whole crime scene is marked into a large rectangle, then it is divided into convenient vertical strips or segments? Isn't it?
You got it. Here the search starts from one end of the first strip with careful examination and goes on for each strip till the last. This is very simple method. Next comes the spiral method.
I know this. This is a spiral pattern of searching. In this method, firstly, the crime scene is marked as a circle with its central or focal point of the crime scene and then carried out in a spiral fashion up to the periphery. This can be also performed vice versa. This is considered to be one of the most effective methods. Hopefully, let's move forward.
Okay, so next is the zonal method. In this method, firstly, the entire crime scene is marked as square. It is subdivided into small zones as per convenient of the search team. Each zone is examined intensively by an individual. This method is extremely useful if a crime scene is a residential house. Sometimes, evidence collecting device such as vacuuming is used to collect dust, hair fibers and other traces from the carpet, sofa, furniture, etc.
Sushant, which is that method that can be used in both indoor and outdoor crime scene?
Yes, that's the wheel or radial method.
Oh yes, this method is actually similar to the spiral method in some aspect, where the crime scene is again marked as circle and divided into 4 or 8 segments. The only difference is that the search starts from the center to the periphery along the red eye. It can also be conducted vice versa. Am I right?
How can you be wrong, Tejal?
So the last one is the grid method. It is called as crosshatch method. This is basically modified and much improved version of the strip method. Firstly, whole crime scene is marked as a rectangle. Then the entire rectangle is divided horizontally and vertically into the grid. Each and every square is examined twice at the right angle. This is the most effective method of the search.
Apart from these methods, the search should always start from the point of entry and be completed up to the exit point. We should not forget that trace evidence may be found on walls, roof, windows, ventilators, ceiling fans, and exhaust fans also. Sufficient light is required for the search, preferably the sunlight. Otherwise, floodlights can also be used if the search area is dark.
The most important thing, the thoroughness, systematic approach, open mind, effective planning, and the skill mainly decide the outcome of the effective search.
I think we both are going to do very well in our test.
We will. Actually, we must. After all, we have prepared so well.
Yes. So see you tomorrow. All the best.
You too. Good luck. Bye.
And you people, stay tuned for our next video. We hope you liked our video. You can comment down your queries and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. This was Team Anime Trio from PCFSCS signing off. Stay safe, stay healthy.